When a highly dangerous fungus escapes from a secret laboratory, former bioterrorist agent Robert Quinn, played by Liam Neeson, is called back into action. Alongside two young employees, Tea Cake and Naomi, played by Joe Keery and Georgina Campbell, he must confront an out-of-control threat. We're going to have a chat about this movie, Cold Storage. So pay attention, this shit is real. It's about you and me, we both love horror movies. This movie is a lot of silly fun. It came out in 2026. It's a co-production between the US and France. And it was directed by a guy named Johnny Campbell, and he's done a lot of TV. He's from the UK, he's done shows like Doctor Who and Westworld. He's got two feature films to his name, this one and another one called Alien Autopsy. The writer of this movie, keep in mind this is a campy, horror, splatter type tongue-in-cheek movie. I was quite surprised to read some of the credits that this writer has to his name, including one of the more recent Jurassic World movies, Rebirth, two most recent Indiana Jones movies, Angels and Demons, Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire,
the
Panic
good one.
Room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the good one.
Panic Room. That's a stunning movie, Panic Room. Wow.
Yeah, I love that movie. Stirs of Echoes with Kevin Bacon, Snake Eyes with Nicolas Cage, the first Mission Impossible, the original Jurassic Park, including the Jurassic Park Lost World, going all the way back, Death Becomes Her.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he did Death Becomes Her, he wrote that. And a movie called Toy Stories with Sean Astin about a private school that gets taken over by terrorists. And a very old movie back in the 80s with Dolph Lundgren called I Come in Peace, which is also known as Dark Angel. Basically about this alien bounty hunter. He's had an exceptionally good career.
Yeah.
And he's kind of come full circle doing the slashy horror now. But that's an impressive list of movies.
But you know what? Like, I mean, some of them are quite kind of serious, but he has a sense of fun. Like, now that you've been back through his, his career, like, there's a lot of fun stuff in there. A lot.
There
like
is.
Death Becomes Her is fun.
Exactly.
And yeah, so it doesn't surprise me. You can't just suddenly go, I've had a successful career, I'm just going to do something silly. It's always got to be there as part of you. So he's just having fun.
Yeah. The whole Cold Storage, this whole movie is just like when you went to the video library and you got a movie, you're just like, I don't know if this is going to be any good, but it looks terrible, so I might just put it on, pay my money, and have a couple of mates over and a few beers, and just laugh yourself silly at the campiness.
It's got that feel about it. It's very, at its core, it's a very basic kind of movie. The story isn't too deep. It's set up well, the way that kind of explain it. Sort of at the start, and then we kick on with the movie and see how it plays out. Does the world get destroyed or doesn't it? Do the heroes save the world? It's a lot of gross, kind of silly gore scenes in it. Definitely some humor in that vein of things, like gory humor. I was laughing many times throughout this. Just the special effects team would have had a lot of fun with this one.
Oh, I guarantee. And it's very heavy CGI and what I call virus vision, where it goes into the person, you see the person getting taken over, you see the organs turning green and all that. Yeah. But I think a lot of effects would have also been done like practically, just live special effects like explosions and bits of gore and blood going over like an old, like Evil Dead. That must have been a messy set. So this one would have been a messy one as well.
Yeah, it's a good mix of the two, really. So it's kind of bringing that old school into the modern era and taking advantage of modern technology.
It's like how they would have used it back in the 80s if they had it back then. It fit the feel and the tone perfectly. It wasn't jarring. So it's a really cool throwback. And knowing the writer and the director who's done some other stuff as well, they know their history. And there's going to be fans of this movie that want what they had when we were young.
Yeah.
And I think they really deliver. A lot of movies try and do this, but I think they nailed it with this one. Just with that whole throwback.
That fucking deer just took the fucking elevator.
So yeah, you can have, you know, great story writing and great special effects and all that, but if the acting is not good, or the characters aren't likable, or even the actors playing the characters aren't likable, it's not going to be a good movie. Fortunately, we get Joe Keery, who we all loved from Stranger Things. And so who didn't like Steve? So he's the lead in this. His co-star actress Georgina Campbell is brilliant as well. So they're your two, you know, leads, likable characters. And then you've got, you know, people like Liam Neeson, you know, big star, who plays a former bioterrorism agent, and he's come in to control the situation. But then there's, you know, other actors that I haven't seen anything who are just great, like, you know, the manager of the storage facility. He's just an absolute asshole, and he does it really well. So
he does.
Yeah, you got to have
him and the whole group of bikers. I think they just had a lot of fun with that role.
Yeah.
Cool.
The most unconvincing group of bikers I've ever seen in a movie, but that just made it even weirder.
Skinny, lanky dude with the glasses.
Yeah, it was just weird, but it was already weird enough by that point, so I just went with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it plays out just so well. Like, it's just a really easy watch, isn't it? It still kind of gets you into it, and you're still invested in it. You're invested in the characters, you know, saving the world, and but it's just such a fun ride from start to finish, really. Once you kind of get your head around the human, like, okay, humour, not human, it's going to be this kind of movie, and you just sit back and enjoy it because it's just fun.
It doesn't take much to make these characters likable. You have Tea Cake, played by Joe Keery, and we meet him, and he's just trying to improve himself. He's just trying to be a better person. He works a crappy job. He doesn't have all that many prospects. It's just, I think the actor himself injects some of himself into it, just make himself likable and endearing to the people he interacts with them in the movie and the audience watching. And then you get Naomi, his co-worker, and she's got a little kid. So instantly, she's working hard to support her kid. She seems to be a single mum, having some trouble with the father, who later comes into it and causes havoc in the most gruesome way. I think the line is, "I want to vomit in your mouth."
Oh, charming.
That was pretty gross. But yeah. So they're kind of thrust together by trying to figure out what this noise is, basically. And as things escalate, they go from pretty normal to pretty ridiculous within the space of about 10 minutes. It's like, okay, but they're just such an enjoyable couple, just talking and bantering, and the language that they use, like loquacious, that's a cool word that she springs on him. I've never heard of it before, but she gives the definition. It's just this cool way of listening to people talk, and it's always fascinating seeing people meet, and then they go through the events of the story, they become friends. But it's just clever writing, just getting two people together and going along on that journey and being invested in what happens to them, even though we know very little about them, but they're just endearing.
Yeah, I think their chemistry is good as two actors. I think they obviously like each other, like enjoy working together, is what I mean. And you can tell, you can see that. But I just liked how they're two very different people when you kind of first come into it, but they start to understand each other and then respect each other and then trust each other. So it just plays out beautifully, that kind of relationship, and then all the chaos going on around them, that they're able to form this relationship by the end of it is pretty cool.
There's some cool moments, like when they're looking into the closed off, and they see all the spores and the virus all in there. Do you want to look in there? Nope, I think we're done. Let's just go. Liam Neeson played his character really straight. Like, you believe him that he actually takes this seriously. It wasn't just a goofball like in The Naked Gun. I haven't seen the remake, but the original, you have screwball bumbling idiot cops in the military or whatever. This is a goofy movie, but he plays his role 100% straight, and I think that played off against our two leads that we're invested in. He's going to come in and save the day, so I think he needed to be that way.
It needed to be convincing. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's enough balance of silliness and like, let's keep this movie rolling so it doesn't become a snowball train wreck.
Yeah, I agree with that. You needed to have someone grounding everything and like make it believable as a situation, because really it's the situation's quite silly. So inject some reality into it, I guess.
We are at Pucker Factor 10, Abigail. But you and I are going to sort this shit.
There's a cool tone to the movie where something ridiculous, we don't want to give away any spoilers, but something ridiculous happens, and Tea Cake turns to Naomi and says, how does that even happen? And the tone is like 2 weeks or 2 years earlier, like cuts back, and we see like the CGI virus and how it progresses, and it cuts through and goes into one person and follows the cockroach through the graphics, and then it becomes one, and then you get back up to where we were. It's like, okay, now we know how it happened, all within the space of a minute. Yeah, it's just
everything's always explained. No, that's right. A lot of movies leave you thinking, well, okay, but how did that actually get to that point? And you never really know. But yeah, everything's explained in it, so I really appreciated that.
What was your favorite gory part of this movie?
There were so many. I don't know if I can pick just one. Okay. Well, I think it was pretty funny when the Naomi's ex was vomiting. When you first see him vomiting before he even goes into the building, that was just gory, but it's so unrealistic vomiting. It was just funny. Like, there were a lot of funny gory bits, but that was probably not one of my favorites.
There's one guy loses most of his head, but he's still got his mouth. He's like, I think I'm fucked up.
That was good too.
I think I'm fucked up.
Without giving away spoilers, because we want whoever's watching this to be able to enjoy the movie, but the ending, were you happy with the way it concluded? Was it a satisfying closing?
Yeah, it was pretty Hollywood ending, which for the most part, there is like right at the end. It's not all happiness and you know, the world has been saved, but I'll just leave it at that.
Final scare for a horror movie, like there's going to be a sequel. It's predictable in some ways, but it's also comfortable. It might be a cliche, but you know, it's not one of those movies that are going to leave you thinking and questioning your life and everything.
No.
It's a fun, enjoyable, and you want an enjoyable conclusion. I think it ties up really well with the way things play out.
Exactly.
So that's our thoughts on the movie Cold Storage. We both highly enjoyed it and recommend that you guys give it a watch. Subscribe to our channel. The Devil Made Us View It. We also like hard rock and heavy metal, as you can see by our get-ups around us. We have another station, another YouTube channel called The Devil Made Us Do It, where we have all types of heavy metal stuff on there. So if you enjoyed the content, help us out and subscribe. Make sure you check out the movie Cold Storage and leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Comments are good. Until next time, we'll see you in the darkness.
TK.
What I call it?
Teabag. You went with teabag.
It's not fucking teabag, it's the cake.